Hare Krishna. Once there was a poor person who came across an astrologer named Sarvabhauma. The astrologer asked him, "Why are you so unhappy?" And the poor person obviously told because of his poverty, he is very unhappy. So the astrologer told him, "You know, before your father left his body, he kept his wealth hidden somewhere, and he could not tell you where he kept that wealth because he left his body somewhere else." Hearing this, that poor person became very happy. But he could not extract that because he, first of all, he doesn't know exactly where and how to dig and take out that wealth. Then the astrologer told him, after taking him to that place, the wealth is hidden over here. But if you dig on the southern side, there will be some wasps and drones who will attack you and bite you, then you won't get the wealth. Similarly, if you dig on the western side, there will be some ghosts coming out of it, and it will create so much of disturbance that your hand won't reach the wealth. And if you dig on the northern side, then there's a big black snake which will come out and which will devour you. But there's a way. If you dig on the eastern side, if you dig a little bit, then you will get access to that wealth. Hearing that, the poor person became very happy. So this allegorical story is about the superiority of devotional service, and that is portrayed in the story. The Vedic literature is divided in three aspects of knowledge. Those are Sambandha, Avidya, and Prayojana. Sambandha means our connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Avidya means how to attain Him, how to establish our relationship with Him. And third one is Prayojana, means once we attain Him, basically attaining Him means to attain Krishna Prem, love of Godhead. Now, here the first aspect is Sambandha. Sambandha is attained by a person who is eager to know, eager to inquire about the relationship with the Supreme, Athatu Brahma Jigyasa. So here, this person was inquiring this astrologer, and that astrologer told him that the wealth was kept by your father, which can make you happy. So that is the connection with his father's wealth, and hearing that, the person became happy. So that is called Sambandha, and he could get it because he had the faith on the words of astrologer, and he was really seeking for that. He was poor, he was looking for wealth, but in this case he had faith on the words of astrologer, so he could understand that he can get the wealth and he can become rich and happy. But now the next problem is he doesn't know where the wealth is. So the astrologer told him where the wealth was and how to extract that. So that is called avidya, or the process through which one can establish relationship with the Supreme Lord Krishna. Now when one is trying to establish the relationship with the Supreme Lord, there can be some disturbances, and that is given over here. There may be a lot of different paths, and which may not be the correct path to attain the Supreme. So when we dig on the southern side, that is indicated by the karma khandya, or the fruitive tendencies, fruitive activities. So when we engage in fruitive activities, we get disturbed and distracted, then we cannot attain the Supreme. On the Western side, when you dig, we get the course. That means the speculative tendencies, which comes along with Jnana Yuga. So when we are too much speculative and not following the disciplic succession, then we get more and more entangled in speculative tendencies and we don't attain the Supreme. And when we dig in the northern side, we get the black snake. That is nothing but the mystic perfections when you try to attain those through yoga process. We develop the tendency of kaivalya or merging with the Supreme, and which devours us, and because of that we cannot attain Krishna Prem, the goal of life. But when you dig on the eastern side, we can engage in devotional service of Krishna or Bhakti Yoga, and through that process we can attain Krishna Prem very easily and very quickly. And therefore Bhakti Yoga is the best process to attain the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So as we see in the Vedic literature, there is Karma Kanda, there is Jnana Kanda, there is Upasana Kanda. Upasana Kanda is very little in Vedic literature because that is the crux of all the knowledge. Vedanta, that is the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that talks about Bhakti Yoga, surrendering to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and engage in his devotional service to attain Krishna Prem. Krishna Prem is not about liberation or getting rid of the miseries of material life. It is all about getting love of Krishna that gives us blissful experience, not comparable with anything else in this world, not even comparable with the pleasure which we get through Brahmananda. It's much higher than Brahmananda. So therefore, Bhakti Yoga is the best process to attain Prayajana or love of Godhead. And that has been explained by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his dear disciple Sanatana Goswami. And that's what I just wanted to produce over here. I hope that is useful for our understanding of Bhakti Yoga. Hare Krishna.